What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Aftersound here, bringing you Splinterlands content every single day. We also stream right here on this channel every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday morning, so come by and say hello. All right, well, I've been getting this question a lot, oddly enough, and I feel like I've been getting it this entire year, but I just hadn't really commented in a while, and I figured I would jump in, and considering all the major pack buys that have been happening for the end of year sale, we've seen a major shift, or at least a downturn in the price of Chaos Legion packs on the secondary market. So the question that people continuously ask me are Chaos Legion packs a good investment? And again, I have to disclaim at the beginning of this video and pretty much every time that this is not financial advice, and I'm not even going to try to give you financial advice. I'm just going to give you some things to think about as you navigate this. For me, I think buying packs, you should really be only buying packs. If you're doing it from an investment standpoint, you have to have a really long time frame, time preference, and you're gonna have to wait for the market to like turn around and get insane euphoria, and nobody knows when that's going to be, or how high and how sustained the pump will be if and when it happens, and if Chaos Legion is even scarce enough for it to matter, if we're going to get all those players in the way that we got them last year. So, we're sitting at $1.50 right now because many of the folks were able to get their packs through the YGG sale for $2 or maybe even less than that. So this $1.50, packs that are currently on the secondary market, what I want people to think about or to understand is there are folks out there, there are investors, right? Long-term who are whatever trying to make a flip, that are buying these packs up at $1.50. And so I remember, the sentiment at the beginning of the year and throughout the year, we're just like, oh yeah, packs, chaos packs are going to easily do a 5X. They're going to be at like $20. And now I want to show you something. But if you take a look at Untamed, Untamed is selling at $20. And this thing has been out of print for over a year at this point. It's selling for $21.86, right? And Dice, I think, is in the 20s as well. Just out of curiosity, where are beta? So beta's at $30. So and this is not a prediction. Okay, so I want to be very clear, but my baseline for where I thought and think packs could go, and again, this is a baseline based on where things were a year ago during the pre-sale. They were selling on the secondary market for double the price of what they were in the store. They were selling for $8. You would buy them from the store, and then people were flipping them on the secondary market for $8, which, again, that's really the only baseline we had when packs were severely restricted, okay? So will we shoot up to that again? I don't know, and I'm not saying that we will. I think that there's a possibility and definitely an argument to be made. But what I'm trying to get people to understand is, if you're expecting like crazy 5X gains or 20X gains, whatever the case is, from $1.50 up to, well, maybe not 20X gains, but whatever $1.50 to like $20 or $30 is, like that's where Untamed is. And I know it's not fair to compare where Untamed is now to where Untamed was like during the height of last year's bull run, because I maintain that last year was the perfect storm of events. It was a Bitcoin bull run, a metaverse pump. The economy was super frothy following everything that happened after the pandemic, and inflation was on the rise. And then we just hit a wall, right? But it was those three things coming together that just caused this massive euphoria and rush into Splinterlands at the time. I don't know that we get all three of those again at the same time. I think Bitcoin's going to do its own thing on its own schedule with having that could help the markets and pump some of the altcoins. But again, the metaverse pump was something completely different, led by Axie Infinity, right? And if you look back at like 2017, for example, it was all ICOs, all these different new layer ones that were popping up. If you look at 2020, like it was like DeFi summer. So there was a bunch of DeFi protocols that were popping up. And then last year it was the metaverse pump. This year, it's just been bear, right? So it's just been the bear market dump pretty much the entire year, and companies collapsing. So if we do get a metaverse pump, I actually don't think it might even coincide with a Bitcoin pump. The bullish part of me says that we could get a metaverse pump well before the Bitcoin halving, which is scheduled like mid 2024. So again, the optimistic side of me says, well, maybe next year people realize that like play to earn gaming or play and earn gaming or asset ownership type of gaming is somewhat feasible and viable. And maybe Splinterlands is one of those leading the charge, right? I don't know. But, that could happen before, that could happen after. But, all these things combined, I don't think are going to pump us up to the same numbers that we were before. But like I said, I just want to give a baseline of that $8, which is where packs price, the secondary pack price was when packs were restricted. So the point that I'm trying to make here, and I started getting into it earlier, but I just want to say it again, is there are people buying at $1.50 right now. And many people will be happy with a 2x, potentially 3x, once the packs are no longer in sale on the store. Because keep in mind, you can get the packs for under $4 right now. But the other thing you need to keep in mind is, what is the demand for these packs after they go out of print? We're eating them all up now, hoping and praying that more players come into the game. And I do think more players will come in. And sure, after something is out of print, there is definitely a level of desire for that which is scarce that comes into play. And I do think that will have an impact. But keep in mind, you're going to get undercut by many people who are buying the packs right now at $1.50 versus, I bought my first packs at $4 a pop for SPS all the way back then. So I don't know, if everybody's going to play ball, if we're going to do like some kind of OPEC, oil cartel mafia stuff where it's just like, all right, after they sell out of the store, we're going to set this artificial floor of like higher than $4, right? But I think many people who have been holding packs for a long time will probably want to offload, and there'll be a lot of undercutting, just like you see on any marketplace. It just gets slower, lower, and it gets lower, and then the bid price gets higher, and we close that spread of what people are willing to pay. And as I've said many times before, once Chaos Legion sells out or is completely burned, I wouldn't be surprised, especially with packs at this price right now, if that secondary price remained under $4, which is what the store value is right now. Sure, you can get it for about $3, $3 a pop right now because DEC is lower. But again, I just wouldn't be surprised if that was the case. The good thing about this is if you are trying to invest in packs, there's finally an end date. And that's going to be March 31st. So if you have, even not as a long of a time preference, but are willing to roll the dice and see how things shake out between now and March 31st, because I still personally don't think that we're going to make it all the way and burn, we're not going to burn 25,000 packs on March 31st, and that'll be the end of it. I still believe there will be some kind of FOMO in when there's like 25,000 packs left. Like, for example, on March 30th, when there's 25,000 packs left in the store, I'm sure many people will be like, yeah, let me just pick up a couple more, right? And that FOMO is going to, I think that FOMO is going to pick up much sooner. So there is an end date, and it's less than 4 months away, in which packs will no longer be available. And you, if you are holding some or buying some now or thinking about buying some, will be, you will have a scarce asset that is no longer available or in print. Granted, we have a lot of them. And the last thing that I want to show you here, and then we can close out the video, is just how many Chaos Legion packs there are in circulation. So there have been 11.19 million purchased or burned. We have, let's see. So this is how many available. We have 7.73 million that have been opened out of this 11 million, which means that there's 3.2 million currently circulating, which is 21% of the overall supply. So again, there's a lot of packs, a lot of cards out there. And I don't think, so even for someone like myself, unless I ape in now, I'm going to be slowly leveling up my deck over time. And I think people will slowly level up their deck over time. And I don't think that, it's necessarily a good or bad thing if we don't have this wall where all of a sudden Chaos Legion packs sell out and the price shoots up to $8 per pack. If it's a gradual move and we slowly eat through the packs for the people that want to level up and get where they're trying to get in terms of their league, or where their deck level is at, to me that's not a bad thing. And I'm actually still really excited and bullish about a lot of the stuff that the team is going to try to implement in 2023. So there's a lot that can happen in the next 3 months even that could create some kind of FOMO or bring new players in or whatever the case is. But either way, just wanted to share these thoughts with you guys because I've gotten, the question from several folks in the comments and DMs, like, should I buy packs? I can't tell you what to do. I tell people to buy packs if they're trying to level up their decks, and use, the last thing that I'll say is, use the set value here. Sorry, not set value, pack value, where, if you're planning to open packs, you can see how, you can see the value of them. So for example, if I buy a pack for $1.50 right now, and I showed this in a previous video, but if you buy a pack for $1.50, use potions, your estimated pack value is $1.77, right? With the potions, you're losing out, 17 cents roughly. But again, are we at the bottom of the market? Could it go lower? Sure. But could we start to go up? Absolutely. Who knows? But that's all I want to share with you guys. And hopefully that answers your question without making it sound like financial advice, because it isn't. But let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Who is buying the packs at $1.50, or are you buying the packs with some of these big group buys that are happening? Let me know your thoughts. I will catch you all in the next video and see you around the game. Take care.